Welcome, everyone, to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. This is a live streaming video podcast by Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans. And today we're continuing our episodic review of Star Wars Andor with Season 2, Episode 7, Messengers.
Yeah.
This is where shit gets crazy.
So this is like the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
I almost feel like this is kind of a garbage episode. Like there's not a lot of like meat here. Mm-hmm. But it makes up for it in the next one. So I don't really know how to approach this review because I mean, it's like the Force stuff, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, like my notes were very, very light.
Right.
But yeah, to call this the garbage episode with just how good this series has been.
Right.
Is still like, this is far better than anything else that Acolyte had.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was it was a lot of build up, like a lot of tension building before the fucking end, which is next episode.
What I really liked about this episode was the tension. There was so much discord, and there has been so much discord on the rebellion side of things that this thing could fall apart at any minute. They're now trying to build a army on Yavin, which, let's just acknowledge the Sith in the room. All those temples, Masasi temples. Those were made by Sith. Those are Sith monuments.
Yeah.
There's not like an ancient lost civilization of goodness. There's not like Jedi progenitors of the past. No, this is all like Sith evil temple shit. And I love it so much.
It's just traditional Christian
right.
Shit of like, oh man, bad guys were here. Well, it's ours now, so clearly it's a good place.
I call dibs. Yeah, that's totally it.
But I mean, hey, if you're gonna squat in an evil, hollowed ground, like that's a pretty good place to do it. Like I would squat on Yavin, definitely.
At no point,
like give me one of those hunts. Yeah,
right. Did the well, first of all, yeah, like their sort of outdoor huts were like ground level versions of the Ewok village, which I'm 100% here for. It's like glamping, but you're actually in nature with like militia, which actually doesn't sound good at all. But in this,
you get rid of the whole militia aspect of it. Like, camping with your homies, like that sounds pretty cool.
Man camp, 100%. Okay, so that aside, I really, really liked the aspect that, like, what's his name? Wilrow? Wilrow Hood? What's his name? Wilmon comes back after a year of being away, and the last time anyone saw his ass, as far as we know, was with Saw Gerrera, sniffing, like, fumes. Literally.
As you do.
as one does. When you're with Saw, you do ways things the Saw way. But like everyone is 100% on heroin in Saw Gerrera's crew.
Oh yeah, they
absolutely. So like he comes back from that, and we're just supposed to believe he is like reconnected with Luthen, and everything's grand on their side. And I love that even now Andor is just like, I don't trust that motherfucker. Like, I respect him, but I don't trust him. Like, all the people coming and going here, how can you trust anyone? Like, he's genuine, like, in like spy thriller world, and everyone else is in, like I don't know, Cub Scout Kumbaya world. It's a totally different vibe. Which I really dig.
It's so funny too, because it's like a lot of the reasons why he doesn't trust Saw, like they are there, or not Saw, fucking Luthen. Yeah. They're all there, and they're like, yeah, man, he's cool. Chill your shit.
Chill your shit.
And he, in fact, does not chill his shit.
Well, I love that he's like super. He's like, how about you tell us where you fucking been? Like, have you flipped? Have you flipped? I love the paranoia that Andor is expressing every single moment whenever something new happens. It could be someone he's grown up with literally, and if you haven't seen him for a year, he thinks you flipped. Like, he's freaking out. And it's so good because that's real. That's like the level of paranoia you have to live at this moment of the rebellion, because there's not like cut sides yet. There's just little cells still, and they're trying to build to something greater. Do you like the time jump, the 1 year?
Between initially, no, but once I caught on that every 3-episode arc it was pushing forward a year, I was okay with it.
Yeah, I didn't mind it at all, really. I mean, how much minutia can you really go through of like tiny little moments? I really like to let's focus on the big arcs, and so I appreciated that. Hear you out. You start to think that Luthen isn't a Jedi after all. If I could bitch slap you right now, I would lick my palm and then bitch slap you. You can't go back on the Luthen's a Jedi thing now that it's in vogue.
Yeah, and over.
Yeah,
way over.
All right, so we've got Cassian and Bix living together, purportedly happily on Yavin, and then Wilmon shows up and he's like, "Look, that bitch that's been hunting our asses, she is at Gorman. And if there's anywhere in the galaxy that Andor does not want to be, it has to be Gorman." Like, why does anyone give a fuck about Gorman? Why does anyone care what's happening on Gorman? Luthen just wants Gorman to suffer to make a galactic statement. That's been his machination the whole time, knowing that that's exactly what the Empire wants to do, but they're spinning it. So how do you unspin what the Empire has been spending like a year and a half now, or maybe 2 years, like
probably
spinning
longer
up?
than that. Yeah.
Like, how do you undo that? So what's the real point? Because all you're really doing is feeding into Imperial propaganda by fulfilling what the Imperials actually want to happen. And if you have someone at the ISB level of Deidre dying, then that just feeds right into it even more. So I have a hard time, as like on the ground level Andor soldier perspective, why he would ever agree to do this. Why do you think he agreed to do it?
Is he doing it because of someone else, or is he doing it because he wants that bitch dead? Like, I kind of feel like it's the latter, not like people are like, "Oh, you got to get her." He's like, "Nah, fuck her. She's hunting me. I don't want to get caught, so it's her or me."
Right.
Like, that's kind of how I saw it, especially because of the fact that General Dodonna is like, "You shouldn't leave," and he's like, "Meh. But I'm going to give you promotion." Yeah. Yeah, so it's because of that, I feel like it's solely his personal mission, more so than Luthen, whispering in his ear.
Right. Okay. I like that a little bit better than him capitulating to Luthen's request. The reality is he really does care about Luthen, and we see this in the final 3 story arc. And he recognizes the sacrifices that Luthen has made. But that doesn't alleviate the frustration and the pain and the trauma and the years of service and the seeming lack of gratitude and appreciation and sacrifices that had to be made. Like, Andor is very much a soldier, and he's always been and always will perpetually be the soldier until his end. And at no point is there ever a moment where he's like, "My bosses are happy with me, which makes me happy."
Yeah, that's definitely not a thing.
It's just always like pain and anguish and frustration and turmoil and distrust and murder, and like it just goes on, and that's just their life. It's like, how could you fucking live this way? I don't understand it. But I am forever glad that the show exists so that he does, because it's awesome to watch. So they end up going over to Gorman, them being Wilmon and Andor. And Andor goes to the same hotel, of course, and he sees the guy, and the guys and him are doing like this sort of like double speak. They know each other. They recognize each other. They know where each other stand at this point, but they're trying not to let the other people know about it. And he gives them a nice little room, and Andor realizes that this is much more locked down than ever before. And this is clearly everything he feared, that the Empire is obviously, painfully obviously setting everything up, and no one else seems to recognize it. I mean, except for Luthen, who wants this to play out. But like, be Luthen for me for a second. How does this benefit anyone?
I don't fucking know. Like, well, no, that's okay. Sorry, that's a lie. So the thing is, it does, because you need to have a martyr to have a cause, and that's ultimately what he wants Gorman to be, because that's going to be the spark that lights the fire, that lights the fart of the fucking hope and all that shit.
Lights the fart.
So it's like it is funny because they're the Empire and Luthen want the exact same thing for polar opposite reasons, but it's the same fucking outcome.
Yeah. And like on a human level, Andor's like, it's not worth the price, because there have to be so many, like a whole city of people dead in order for this to be what both sides want it to be. And that is just too tall of an order. That's too large of a sacrifice to accept. And I really do feel like the only reason why he went there is to cap Dedra. And that was
100%.
Like, he didn't want to fulfill Luthen's desires or the Empire's. He was just like, I've got to kill this bitch, and I got to figure out a way to do it. And once he gets on boots on ground, he realizes it's not as easy as he thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And the longer he stays, he sees them setting up for something that is clearly not good. And that's what I love so much about this, is it's his awareness from the first time he stepped on this planet, knowing where this is going to go and not wanting to be party to it. And yet, despite his best efforts, it's still occurring exactly as the powers that be want it to. And there's still going to be massive casualties. And he just has to accept that if I want to like stop this woman from trying to bring down the rebellion, I have to allow all this shit to play out. And that's a horrible decision to make.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like not just the fact that it's going to fucking happen, but having to actively watch it happen for a fucking year. Like, that's got to do some shit to someone's head.
Yeah, like he's there, he can smell them, he can hear them, like he knows what's coming, and it's just it's the worst. So before he gets there, of course, his girl drags him over to the cook on Yavin 4, who happens to be Force sensitive, and she like does some hoodoo voodoo like vibing on him. Have you ever, like, let's forget about Star Wars and the Force. Have you ever run into someone who purports to have omniscient ability, like sort of prescient talents that can, see, I don't know, the future or import or something, and they've like read you?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not me you're talking.
It's we'll call him Schmadam for privacy's sake.
Right.
No, man, I've got like just right off the top of my head, I've got a client that's like that, and it's horrible because she's a very nice lady. I enjoy working on her, but as soon as the crazy comes out, man, it's a fucking train with no brakes heading at a brick wall. There was one time she was telling me like that she was so excited to start. Well, never mind. I'm not going to give away personally, but basically it ends with it being essentially like the planet is a death cult and the end is coming down. It's like
Earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like, usually conversations like that, I can kind of just be, oh yeah, fucking A, oh, that's crazy. And, keep some sort of back and forth so that, people understand that I'm paying attention, and that I'm towards the end of that shit. I'm just like, fuck. She apologized the following time I worked on her.
Really?
But it was like, she's like, I'm sorry, I know that got really heavy. I don't want to scare you or anything. And in my head, I'm like, oh, thank God. I thought she was going to kill me, because somehow that makes sense. So I've had a little bit of experience with people like that.
Right. Yeah, I've had a little bit of that, but it's usually like, I worked at a coffee shop, and there was a police officer who was on like a bunch of talk shows and stuff because he could look at someone and tell what's wrong with them, like medically, and he would never tell me anything. Meanwhile, I was like developing asthma and allergies and like huge issues with breathing and existing, and never said one fucking thing to me. So either he was like,
I mean,
fuck this dude, or he was
it,
full of shit.
okay, here's the thing, to play devil's advocate. You go somewhere and you have somebody that never fucks your order up, always gets it perfect. Like it is manna from heaven from the first sip to the last drop. You have the ability to help that person change their life for the better, become just something you could not possibly imagine. But they'd leave that place. What do you do? Obviously,
I love coffee.
Yeah. Like, I would not fault somebody if it's like, oh, you know, if I told you you're this, you'd get 10 more years of life. But this is really good coffee. It'd be like, you know what, man? It's coffee. I fucking get it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're good.
Who needs 10 more years?
You're good. All right. I get it.
So maybe that's what it was. You were
Fuck
too
that
good at your
dude.
job, and he did not want to ruin that.
Yeah. All right. I'll buy that for $1. That tracks. No, I was always a little bit bummed that he never said shit about my debilitating issues. But I do always love to run into people who are just like, no, I'm psychic. Oh, really? Tell me something. Like, benefit me with your powers or yourself. But why do I always run into the psychics that are fucking broke? Because that tells me they're not.
Yeah. Yeah. I love specifically dealing with the psychics because like every now and then I've got some buddies in paranormal groups and shit, and I'll go on hunts with them because why the fuck not? I gotta hang out with my buddies in the wee hours of the morning in an abandoned building or something. Yeah, that's a fucking party. Even if nothing happens, that's still cool as shit. And yeah, without fail, every time there's always that one. Okay, I'm gonna offend people, but it's always that one white bitch that thinks she fucking knows everything. And it's always like, oh, I'm getting a sense that this person's name is this. And it's like, yeah, nobody died here by that name. No, it was definitely here in this room. It's like, no, on record, nobody died in this room specifically with that name. I always love that shit.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
But like having, you know, I came into my religion from a very occult side of things. And so those experiences are very par for the course in my youth. So I always love sort of revisiting them through like different lenses, and certainly through the Star Wars lens. See how we brought it back around, people? That's how Andor sees the Force. Like 100%. This is bullshit mumbo jumbo. I don't like people like touching me or vibing me or whatever the fuck. And his girl brings him there anyway. And we know what he's going to end up helping to realize. And he's integral to the rebellion's success because of what he does and the sacrifices that he makes. And we all get it. But we're just supposed to sit here and watch him go through all this bullshit that he explicitly said he didn't want to do. And yet we're supposed to believe it has some sort of like mark on him, or it's supposed to have some mark on us, the audience. So do you think that Force moment was for the benefit of Cassian, Bix, or the audience? Because why do you include that?
Yeah, I kind of feel like it was for the audience, even though, yeah, I mean, who the fuck goes into this not watching Rogue One?
Right.
Like it was not necessary. Mostly because of the fact that we don't ever get that character again. Like because she was so like, oh, thank you. You know, I learned something new. It's like, cool. Are you important?
Yeah.
If not, then why the fuck do I care? You were just going to his shoulder, and now he's okay. Like, I that was probably the weakest point of the series for me, was the Jedi moment. Like, we didn't fucking need it.
If she would have popped up in a post credit scene of Rogue One and been like, "Told you, suckers," then I'd be like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's gonna be the specialized edition here in like 20 years.
She just comes up and does like the double guns. See? Yeah.
And they're going to digitally make her blink. Totally not freak us all out.
Right.
Yeah. That'll be great.
Supernatural. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a total throwaway moment, which means nothing to anyone. It only benefits really Bix, like, because she wanted it to happen and she wants to believe that he's something of significance, which is why
true.
she then abandons him with their child. I'm having a hard time reconcile that aspect, but we'll get to it later because it's not.
No, it totally makes sense.
Okay.
I love you. Bye.
Yeah. I'm stealing your son. Bye. But okay. And that's all, I guess, because of this one Force person. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So this, I think this was the weakest part. And we've gone through this entire series thus far and the sequel of Rogue One without having any overt Force anything. You can have a monk saying, I'm one with the Force, but that does not equate Force use. So why are you bringing it now? Like, what is the upside? And it didn't land for me. And I don't know. It totally superfluous.
Yeah, it 100%.
So Cassian gets on ground in Gorman, and we get a couple scenes like this in both this episode and the next one we're going to review, where Daedra is talking to the ISB leader, and she's like extra moody for some reason. Like she didn't know years ago that this was the plan the whole time, and that she has been a part of this plan the whole time. Why is she so fucking moody about all this?
Well, I think her issue is it's purely like people pulling rank. It's like every time that she's like, it's because somebody that technically outranks her went against her specific plan in all this shit. Like the one, like that dude always like, just remember whose rank is blah blah blah, and then she gets the whole. I don't know. What the fuck is that character in Nightmare Before Christmas? The professor guy. Whatever. Right. She does the lips thing that he does, and it's like, ugh. Yeah. I was like, man, she's mad.
The thing is, like, her as an actress, like as a human being, she's actually gorgeous. I don't know what they did to her. But fuck me, she's a monster in this in some scenes. And then sometimes she's just like beautiful. I was like, what is, she's like a chameleon.
100%. Like, dude, a fantastic fucking actor. That's for damn sure.
It's so good. So I loved Captain Kaido because douche. He's a straight up douchebag. I met so many military people like him that are just all about rank and authority and leveraging that over you. And you have to be, oh, God damn, the military is ripe with these fuckheads. And it's why I didn't want to re-up, because they're the worst. And I don't think you can get worse than the MPs, which I can only imagine is akin to the ISB, because it's kind of the same thing. Like, it's just the worst. They're horrible human beings that have failed at life, and they have to go into these institutions and get to positions of authority to have any semblance of control of their lives, and then they just leverage it over people. Like, I am more important. I am better. And then, like, I ran this to a lot. They then ask you to help them with shit. And
of course.
The whole time I always said no, which didn't give me any favors, but I wasn't re-upping anyway, so who gives a fuck? But I loved it when they're like, hey, Sergeant Campbell, can you help me with this? I'm taking a college course in Flash. No. But you know how to do that? No. But we could do it? No. It's just like they get so mad and there's nothing they can do because I won't fucking do it. And it's outside of my realm of work, so fuck off. Oh, I just love it so much. It was the only way I could get back at these assholes. They were everywhere in all aspects of the military. Oh, I hate them. Anyway. So I get it. I get Daedra's scorn and frustration and agony. But still, she's like lying to her man. And this is what I just don't understand. Like, I get you're being told not to tell him, but you're setting yourself up to be choked out later. Like, what the fuck? Would you tell your wife?
Oh, yeah, man. There's no secrets between me and my wife. Like, period.
I feel like that's normal.
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck else are you 100% safe to gossip with?
Yeah. Ah.
Like, yeah, it's no, fuck that. Oh, this is secret. I shouldn't tell anybody. Okay, I won't tell anybody. Obviously, my wife's got to know. Duh. She's nobody.
Oh.
I'm so glad she doesn't watch this.
It's a given that you're going to tell your spouse. And yet,
Yeah.
Cyril is literally left in the dark the whole
Mhm.
time. And it drives me crazy because I know from her perspective, she's like, no, I'm doing this for the both of us. And we are going to live on Coruscant in lavish luxury for all the shit that we did here. And it's all going to make it all worthwhile. And we're all going to be fine. Except Cyril is literally on the ground. And he's forced to not only like learn to like the Gorman people, but also be willing to sort of turn on them. But he doesn't
Mhm.
think that he's setting up a genocide. Like
Yeah.
he's like the Nazis who drove the trains to the concentration camps, but didn't actually know what was going on. He's like, hey, enjoy your day
Yeah.
at camp, kids.
Right?
I hear the
Yeah, no one
showers are
ever seems to
great.
leave, so have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And in the next episode, it's like you kind of see that realization on his face, like seeing motherfuckers with severe PTSD, like that is the look on his
Mhm.
fucking face, and it is haunting.
It's awesome. It's so good.
Yeah.
This we're gonna get into it next episode, but it hit me as hard as the first time.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it was even harder for me this time because I was
Brutal.
stone cold sober, and it was just like, oh god, this is rough.
so good. So we get him sort of Andor trying his best to find out how he can tackle this. We get a little bit of back and forth between Dedra and Cyril, and we know something big is coming. And that's
Mhm.
kind of the episode. We're
Yeah.
just sort of left going, well, where the fuck is this going? Because, first watch, we don't know what's happening next. We just know something is happening next. And did you know the extent of what the next episode was going to bring when you were watching this one?
I kind of figured, like, it's unless it was all out genocide after this episode would have been pointless. Because it just like this was just atmosphere building. Like that's all it was.
Yeah.
Just setting up the dominoes, setting up the fans right next to them. That way you're like on the edge of your seat, like, oh god, are they gonna finish before they knock them over? It just it's if it wouldn't have been as bad as it was, I think this episode would have just been complete garbage.
Yeah, and to sort of pay off what you had mentioned earlier, even a garbage episode of Andor is better than the best episode of most shows. So it's not like it's a disappointment. It's just, it's a buildup and you don't, like, I didn't think it was going to go to the level that it went. Like, gleefully watching this the first time, I was like, ooh, this is interesting. I wonder where they're going to go. Ooh. And,
Yeah.
and then watching episode 8 the first time, I was just like, oh! Like, I was like texting you, holy fuck me, oh my gosh. Like, it just blew my fucking mind. I didn't realize they were going to go to where they went, and I can't wait to start talking about it. So, highs of this episode. Did you have anything that sort of stood out to you?
Let's see. Like, I really, really fucking love, and it's paid off even better in the next episode, of course, but just how fucking well they did with the fake language.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not even... like when we first experienced it, it's like, oh, okay, it's just like some fucking variation of French. And no, this is a completely fucking made up language for this show.
Yeah.
And it just feels so well rounded and lived in that it's just acceptable. And yeah, with this episode, it really, really made me take note of that.
I think that's really the strength of this whole series, that they went the extra mile when they had to. And it just made it so much more immersive and believable and just earned. And I love it so much. I wish they would take this, I don't know, this platform, this approach, this, I don't know what, and just apply it to everything moving forward. Like, if we're going to make a series, let's just take the next season of Ahsoka, for example. We're going to make another season of Ahsoka. There was a couple fringe people bitching about this season, the first season of Ahsoka. Even though we gave them zombies, they still complained. But how about let's take the show that no one fucking complained about and use that as an example of how to do Star Wars right moving forward.
Yeah, it's like that should be the model.
Yeah.
Like, this is it.
Yeah, for me, I think the strength of this episode was the paranoia, the worry, the anxiety building, and then the next episode just having it explode all over your face like a porn star.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking all that blood you gotta digitally erase out because they got syphilis. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So much
What are you
just everywhere.
talking about?
I listen to a lot of podcasts, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, let's go to the next episode. Thank you all so much for tuning in, both live in chat or after the fact. We invite you to subscribe to this channel. Click the bell to get notified about our next video and hear about other syphilis-related accidents. You can now support this channel through YouTube memberships starting at 99 cents a month. That's right. You can, like, save, rescue an animal, or pay us.
Oh, you can't say that. Now I feel guilty.
This is
At least
your
until
choice.
I get drunk and eat some cake. Then I won't feel as guilty.
Yeah. Well, that's coming.
Hell yeah, it is.
So consider picking up some of our custom designed Star Wars apparel, which neither of us are wearing, but it exists.
Yeah, I
it's a
forgot.
real thing. It's okay.
That's good. It's really nice shit.
And then, you can always follow the links in the description below to find it. So until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy looking Nerf herders, may the force be with you.
Duly noted, sir. Problem free. That's such a prick.
Is that syphilis free?
Well, I guess syphilis could be considered a problem.
Could be.
I mean, it's all a matter of perspective, really.
It's a living entity.